What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Tyson, Unfiltered. It's been it's been a long time. Y'all see this body though? I've been working on my fitness. I'm up 20 pounds, so I am really excited about that. I wanted to do this episode because it's been a minute. I don't even remember the last time I sat down with y'all. There's so much that's been going on. This is Christmas Eve. There's my Christmas tree. It's over here in the corner. That's not the focus of the episode though. But it is Christmas Eve. It's also my birthday Eve. Y'all know my birthday is on Christmas. And I was working out. Part of the reason why I was like, oh, we gotta do this show is because of course I'll be a whole year older tomorrow at 5:15 a.m. So when I tell y'all nothing has gone the way I planned this year, I mean nothing. The only thing that went as planned was that I did finish my master's degree on time. It's very important that I finish things on time. I'm a Capricorn. I really like being organized and on time. Punctuality is like everything. Even though I plan to be late. Anyway, it's a whole other conversation. So nothing went as planned for this birthday. You know, for 40, which is how old I will be tomorrow, there were so many things that I wanted to do. A part of me toyed around briefly with the idea of a party. I wasn't really feeling the idea of a party. Y'all were asking me about a party, but since y'all weren't trying to plan it or pay for it, I was like, nah, I'm good on the party. I did plan a trip for my 40th birthday. This is Tyson Unfiltered. Y'all already know I do my best to not hold back on this particular show. So with that trip, there were so many things that happened leading up to the departure. But it was so much that I ended up canceling my flight 24 hours. Actually, I think it was less than 24 hours before I was scheduled to take off. And just a few things, because once again, although I'm not gonna hold back any secrets, that doesn't mean I'm just gonna tell y'all everything that's going on. But one of the things is that somebody hit my car. That was one. That happened also, like, my flight was supposed to leave on Thursday morning at midnight. Someone hit my car Sunday at like, they hit my car sometime on Sunday. And I don't get hit. I don't deal with accidents. Like, that's not really a thing of, like, you know, thankfully I've been blessed to not really have to deal with that a lot. But that was an extremely stressful situation because my car, you know, I don't hold materialistic things on like a high pedestal. I'm not that guy, but I really love my car. I feel like everything is always a story. So it's not that I have some big fancy Maybach or anything like that. It's just that I've always wanted the car that I have. When I was younger, I was obsessed with the Jeep Grand Cherokee. And right when I got my Jeep, this new Infiniti had just come out. And I debated briefly with like switching up real quick instead of getting the SUV and going to the sedan. But I went with the SUV, great choice. My Jeep is still out here in these streets, however many years later, it's still ticking and going. I highly recommend the Jeep Grand Cherokee, limited or overland if you can afford it. When I bought my Jeep, the overland didn't exist. It was only the limited. Wasn't disappointed at all. Anyway, so I ended up now I have an Infiniti, and it's the car that I, have been dying to drive. And I love my car. Anybody that's thinking about an Infiniti, I highly recommend it. It is the perfect blend of a sports car and a luxury vehicle. It's everything. Anyway, someone hit my car. And so as a result of that, that automatically added some pressure to this trip because I'm like, okay, I gotta leave on Thursday. I really need to make sure all of this is kind of taken care of and at least the ball is rolling by the time we get to Wednesday. Well, I kind of began making moves with that only for Tuesday night. You guys are, well, you don't know. I kind of had like a situationship. I have not been in a relationship for some time, but I was slowly allowing myself to get back to that. And so I had a situationship, and yeah, some things were brought to light in that situationship, which completely altered not just my desire to go on this trip, because, I was not going on this trip alone, but it just changed everything. And so as I processed the details of what came out of this conversation in my situationship, I decided, you know what? I don't want to travel around the world with you. I don't want to be in close proximity and basically have to depend on you in terms of companionship, friendship, because I'm going to be in a foreign country. I'm not going to know the language. I'm not going to know anybody else there but the person that committed what I consider this atrocity to me. So I just decided, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to chill out. Um, you know, as it relates to my personal space, you guys have been on this journey with me. You know the story of the flood and having to rebuild from the flood and grad school and all of those things. A part of me the entire year, as everyone else was asking me, what are you gonna do for your birthday? A part of me wanted to just chill. I wanted to relax. I wanted to sleep. I wanted to eat. I wanted to just enjoy being settled. I don't know if any of you have ever experienced having your life kind of uprooted. It's not a great feeling. And so for me, in 21, I lost my grandmother, who was my mother figure. I don't know my mother, I've never met her. So for me, my grandmother was my mother. And so she passed away in February of 21. My best friend passed away in March of 21. I pledged the greatest fraternity in the world. Y'all see the outfit? What's up to the bros? I pledged the greatest fraternity in April, officially, in April of 21. And then I started grad school in July, and the flood happened in July of 21. And so that whole time, like from July 21 until really August of 22, not only was my apartment water damaged, not only was it pretty much empty, I didn't even have a bed. So from July 21 to August 22, I had no bed. I didn't even live in LA for the most part. I was in Georgia for half the year, or in Florida. Like, I was all over the place because what am I coming back to? And thankfully, at that time, my work didn't require me to be here. It was just easier for me not to be here. So after I graduated, took a couple trips after graduation, got back here August, September of 22. My focus was really just on reestablishing myself here in LA. And so that's why, planning something big for my birthday just was not on my radar. But yeah, so as we approach my birthday and Christmas and all of that great stuff, I've had plenty of time to reflect. I have had plenty of time to get this fitness. I see it, this fitness in order, which is how I met. So I got on the scale 3 or 4 days ago. Your boy is at like 170, 171. And just maybe a month and a half ago, I was at like 155. Like, I was really small. I was at 153. That was the smallest I have been. I can't even remember the last time I was that small. So I've been really focused on just me. My horoscope has been talking about being focused on yourself. And as much as I like structure, adding more structure, more structure to my life. And so that's what I've been doing. It's so weird though, having your birthday on a national holiday that everybody observes. It's a very interesting scenario. You know, a lot of people ask, or actually, a lot of people assume having your birthday on Christmas, oh, that must suck. That must suck. That must suck. And they always go the presents route. Oh, you only get half the gifts. Only get half the gifts, half the gifts. And I'm like, nah, the gifts were never really the issue. You know, most people in my life, my family and friends, they always got me two gifts. It was always, oh, here's your birthday gift. Here's your Christmas gift. You know, my friends that I get gifts for, they know me to not, I don't give you a gift on Christmas. Why? That's my birthday. I'm not giving you gifts on my birthday. I'll give you your gift on the 26th. Um, but it's not really the bad part about your birthday being on Christmas isn't the lack of Christmas gifts. The issue is that you never can have any type of celebration or party really, because it impedes on everybody else's time with their family. And so then it makes you question, you know, am I being selfish for wanting to have my birthday on Christmas? Am I being selfish for feeling the way that I do? And it's like, nah, everybody that has their birthday on some random day, August 2nd or April 3rd or whatever your birthday is, people are allowed to be as selfish as they want. But for whatever reason, having my birthday on a national holiday, I really do feel a little bit of guilt. So what I have been working on is letting that guilt go, spending my birthday with people that want to spend my birthday with me.
Wow. Y'all got me. Happy birthday.
You know, what I said to everyone that asked me about my birthday, I always said, look, I'm not pressed about 40 because I look just as good at 40 as I did at 30, as I did at 35, as I did at 39. Like, I still look pretty damn good. I look the same. So I'm okay with the number. I still feel the same. I still go to the gym. I'm active. Like, everything is good. But I'm a lot more into what I want to do. If you don't want to hang out with me, if you don't want to do the things that I want to do, that's cool. But that's the only space that I intend to operate in as it relates to my birthday. And so I put that out there, and that's just it's just what it is. So I say all that to say, I still don't know how I'm officially going to celebrate my 40th year because I envision this being a celebration the entire year. So I'm still kind of figuring out, but I'm allowing myself to enjoy the journey, enjoy the process, enjoy the holiday vibes and spirit, watching everyone else kind of go through their ups and downs with the holidays. Oh, I can't find this gift. I can't find this toy. I can't. My flight got canceled. All of that has just been pure amusement for me because I don't have to deal with any of it. I don't have any kids yet. I told y'all I'm not traveling this year for the holidays, so none of that is affecting me. And it's freezing everywhere else in the United States except where I am in LA. And y'all know I like it hot. The hotter, the better. What I wanted for my birthday was to be somewhere warm where I could wear some little shorts and a little of nothing everywhere else. So I got my wish. It's a bright and sunny day here in LA. It's supposed to be 81, 82 degrees on my birthday. So shout out. And that's all. I really just wanted to jump on for the last time in my 30s. I cannot believe, I cannot believe that my 30s are coming to an end. I have worn these 10 years out. I've had the best time as I look back on my 30s. I moved to LA in my 30s. I moved to LA almost right at 30. I have worked on a number of TV shows in almost every capacity. From a PA, I started out as an unpaid PA, an intern on a TV show called Family Time. I went from there to building sets. I got paid for that, but building sets, working for a show called In the Cut. I got my first extra role on a TV show on In the Cut, which starred Dorian Wilson and Ken Lawson. I also hosted over 100 plus episodes of a radio show for Dash Radio in 2015 and 16 and a little bit of 17. I did digital content for Dockler Media. I was a line producer for them. My first really big producing job was through Dockler Media. I was so disappointed when they closed Segway. I was so disappointed when they closed down, but that severance pay was everything. Anyway, after that, I produced the NAACP Image Awards. So that was really one of the crown jewels because I always wanted to produce and work with an award show, and to work with the NAACP Image Awards as my first award show. That fits me, you know? Come on, I'm an alpha. Y'all already know the NAACP and the alphas relation. Anything Black power and Black excellence, I'm here for it. So the fact that I started out as a music coordinator. My responsibilities were working with record labels and independent artists and labels to get their artists submitted for Image Awards. So I would listen to the music and, you know, talk to the labels and management and get people signed up. I would work with so many people behind the scenes, from Janet Jackson's team to Beyonce's team to Jay-Z's team, all these people. It was phenomenal. And then once that position ended, I then became sponsorship. What was my position? Ad sales manager. I was responsible for getting ads for the souvenir journal for the live show, and then I ended up producing the red carpet and being a part of the production team for the overall show, televised show that was on TV1. Here we go, y'all. Red carpet, 50th NAACP Image Awards, behind the scenes. They're still setting up. Like, that's how early we are. Make sure y'all tune in tonight. TV1, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, and also watch us on Facebook. Go to the NAACP Image Awards Facebook page to watch the red carpet. I had a lot of roles with that job, but it was everything. I enjoyed it so much. I made some lasting friendships, and you know, I went on to host my own talk show. And I mean, while I was working with NAACP, I also moderated some panels. I flew to Detroit and was a part of their arts and entertainment team. I did some stories for them. I moderated panels. I met a lot of just influential, amazing people. I produced the press room at the Image Awards, which was the last time Chadwick was there. And I actually got him on footage, which is historic now. I didn't know it at the time, but it was historic. It was great to see him in his element, met the cast of Blackish and all of that. They were at their height. And then I ended up producing the Democratic candidates, which included Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. And remember when there were 1 million people on when they were running in the primary? I produced that when they all came to the national convention for the NAACP. So I really did a lot with them for a couple of years. And then I moved on and hosted my own TV show, started producing more content, working with National Black Television, and that's how I got to where I am now. So I feel like I've done it all, behind the camera, in front of the camera. There's action. You know, wrote a soap opera.
Well, I guess we got our marching orders.
Wait, you don't want to know what's going on though?
What? I don't care what's going on in that office, okay? I just want to hurry up and get all this stuff done so that I don't have to hear him out.
You shouldn't either, because you could miss out on one of the best things that ever happened to you.
I did not know you were this arrogant.
I'm not arrogant, just confident. I only speak facts.
Oh, okay.
And the fact of the matter is, that I'm gonna make you mine before this is over.
Yeah.
I did some things. I did a lot. So I don't know really what's in store for 40. What do I want to do for 40? I'm not all the way sure. And because I'm not all the way sure, it's making it a little difficult for me to plan my next steps, because what I have learned is that whatever direction I go, it requires some intention here. You know, if I want to be in front of the camera and I want to go more acting and hosting and getting, you know, more solid in that space, then that requires certain movements, which are completely different than if I want to continue to be a television executive and create shows and write shows and direct shows. All of those movements are different. And so what I am trying to do in this downtime, in this space of isolation away from everyone that's celebrating the holidays like crazy, is trying to figure out what it is that I want to do moving forward. And so what I hope is that by the time we get to New Year's, which is only 7.5, 8 days away, I hope to have that answer. And I hope to be moving the way that I want to move to accomplish those goals. So that is my Christmas birthday wish, is to have some clarity here and understand exactly which way we want to move and continue to enjoy life. You know, I must say, and I don't use this word lightly, as traumatic as the last year and a half has been for your boy, I learned a lot. And one of the things that I learned is that not only am I so much stronger than I even thought, but I can overcome anything with or without the support of family and friends. I mean, there's no other way to say it. I'm that nigga. Like, that's it. I'm sorry. There's no other way to say it. I don't know many people that could have endured the amount of loss, the amount of hardship that was thrown my way, and still come out pretty damn good on the other side. So yeah, we'll see what the rest of my 40s has to offer. I will figure out how I'm going to celebrate chapter 40. I've already kind of in my head said that I'm celebrating all year long. A lot of my friends will be turning 40, so it's so much easier for me to celebrate others. You know, as I said, because everyone else's birthday is on like a random day, July 3rd, June 10th. Hey, Russell. I'm trying to think of random days that aren't my friend's birthday. Just these random, I don't know, February 12th or something. They're able to just go out and have these amazing birthdays, and I love watching them and celebrating with them because there's nothing else popping on those days. But it's so much harder to celebrate myself. It's always harder to focus on me. I love focusing on everybody else. You know, I'm a journalist by trade, by education. My bachelor's degree is in broadcast journalism, and one of the first things that they teach you as a journalist is that the story is not about you. Don't make yourself the story. So I've been trained to always focus on everybody else and not focus on me. But in this current climate that we're in, where everybody is so pressed to be famous, to be known, it's really hard to hold fast to those ideals. It's really hard to hold fast to those, if you will, media ethics, especially when a lot of people in the media, the story is about them. You know, most of your talk show hosts, all of the main story is about them. It's no longer about the stories that they're covering. So again, trying to figure all of this out, thinking out loud as I talk to you. But I wanted to jump on really quickly and say hello, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, all of it. And I cannot wait to see y'all on the other side. Get a good look. Get a good look. This is me at 39. The next time you see me, I will be a fresh-faced, beautiful 40-year-old. I don't know what the hair is gonna look like. Another part of me is kind of like, how do I say this? I have been dying to cut my hair since like 2021, 22-ish, the beginning of 22. But my hair was so long, I wanted to do some things with it before I cut it. I wanted to dye, I used to dye my hair all the time, but through the pandemic, I just stopped. And now there are a couple of things that are like in my head. One, a friend of mine cut my edges, which cut way more than I anticipated. So it's almost like I got this cut before I was ready because I hadn't done everything that I wanted. And so now my thought is, okay, well, do I just go ahead and cut it all off? Or do I grow it back to where it was? I don't know yet. And so I'm still trying to figure that out. I didn't want to cut it right at 40 and everybody think it's like a midlife crisis or something stupid. Oh, he cut his hair off because he's turning 40. Like, I didn't want to do that. So many people nowadays are dyeing their hair and doing things that I already did. So it's like I don't want to do stuff that I've already done. So I'm just, like I said at the beginning of this, I'm trying to figure it all out. But I have all of these answers for y'all later in the new year. I'm not going to worry about it right now. I'm going to enjoy the rest of 39. I got a haircut scheduled for 3:45. That's it, y'all. So again, happy holidays. I'm wishing y'all the best. I'll see y'all on the other side.